Hello guys, this is Ryan and I'm with some of the mixed information and updates about French Foreign Legion. And I got a mail from one of the guy who was seeking for some information. He lives in Italy. We can't expose the name. Asked me for certain information which I gave, and he asked me the address of French Foreign Legion which I gave, and finally I got the message after couple of days that my friend says as soon as he showed up in French Foreign Legion, they called him inside, they saw his identity cards, they asked him to do pull-ups and he did 11 pull-ups. They asked him to do the IQ test and he says that he did IQ, but he don't know, he was not kind of confident, or we really don't know that but he says that he did his IQ best, he did all the tests best, but in couple of hours he was rejected. He was asked to go back home. One of the most important thing I believe here is because French politics is not about racist to anyone. I mean, if they might have found something uneasy and uncomfortable, probably some kind of information about him or appearance. See guys, this is the reason we ask you to really get fully prepared and go to the recruitment, because you can't just go and show up and do 11 pull-ups and do a little bit IQ and you think that you can really win in French Foreign Legion, because I believe it's becoming more and more complicated to be recruited. Okay, definitely you don't need to worry. There are a lot of guys getting recruited all the time. A lot of Americans are getting recruited. A lot of Nepalese, Russians. You know, mostly all the nationals, but more we can see is Nepal, American, Russian, Ukrainians. I believe there might be something missing. I believe that he was really good in everything, but he cannot understand what was wrong. So this is the problem. For me, I believe is might have lacked in IQ, or he might have lacked in appearance and personal behavior, and probably tattoo can be an issue, or maybe probably some kind of marks or tattoos or burns or scars, something which is not clear to me, but he says that he was up to the standard but he got rejected. This is the reason I want all of you guys, don't really hurry up. I was asking the guy to really understand things, get our PDFs and learn more and more, but he went directly without really asking for any of the updates or asking for any PDF information. He directly went there, and then later on I get the message that he was rejected within couple of hours. Possibly rejection takes at least a day or two, but this guy was rejected within 2 hours. The guy writes to me again that inside they were only taking the people who speak French. So I was also saying, I also give information that learn basic French. It's good for you. And then if you travel, so if you waste your valuable time, you travel to French Foreign Legion, and then you are completely new. This is the reason I say to you that learn French, at least basic, get really built, do good pull-ups, do really good IQ, be smart, cut your hair, like a legionnaire, look like a legionnaire. They feel that you are one among them. Maybe you were a civilian, but when you are really into the appearance and inside also, if there is a burn, when there is a fire inside, definitely they see. Now this guy, he thinks that he went directly and he thinks he will be recruited. So this is my update, that please get heavily trained and then go to French Foreign Legion. Learn basics, French, try to learn more than basic. One of the best application of French learning is Duolingo. Learn the app Duolingo, okay? Download the app, it's completely free. And it is one of the best learning software I have ever known. And this has helped me a lot. Day by day, as things are closer to me, I'm having the deeper knowledge, deeper information, And one thing I've understood that French Foreign Legion, definitely they look like one unit force, a lot of unity. They are together fighting with the world. But understand, guys, inside French Foreign Legion, also between the legionnaires, there can be a lot of groupism. Okay, I am not negative. I am true person, and I'll be giving you genuine information. French Foreign Legion recruits people from all around the world. Even people with mental illness can be recruited. Even people with physical illness are recruited because if they lack in something, they are really good in some other fields. So this is the reason French Foreign Legion recruits those candidates. There are cases that people above the age of 40 also got recruited because they were really good professionals, and they tried to change the birth certificate and whatever. I've heard this, I've learned this in French Foreign Legion books, people writing books, and I have the evidence of that. So this kind of information always remains inside, but I am here to motivate you that even if you have some minor issues and if you really want to try, I must suggest you that you can try, because Legion has given chance to a lot of candidates who were not up to the standard and still got recruited. And French Foreign Legion did not give chance to some of the candidates who were capable, who were above the standards, who were up to the standards of military. The recruitment is definitely a very confusing thing. It has a very different pattern, and it's hard to understand that because able guys are getting rejected sometimes, and the guys who are not up to the military standards gets recruited. And only French Foreign Legion Human Resources knows that. Only they know the reason. Okay. As I said, that Americans, Nepalis, Ukrainians, guys from Russia are really heavily recruited these days. Recruitment is going really boom. Okay, there's a lot of guys getting recruited right now. Even the guys who are not getting recruited, they are called second time. And if even second time they are not recruited, they are called third time. The guys who are proved to be medically ill, or who are really below the standards, or really not good, are getting clear letter of permanent enough. Most of them get selected, and the people who are called second time, they get the letter of temporary inapt. I would suggest you that why not just like practicing a lot, really getting trained hard, go to the gym, study IQ level test, do a lot of exercises, do a lot of brain exercises, do a lot of interviews. We have really good data for the interview. We have really good information for the psychometric as well. And please contact me. I will be guiding you for the information which we have. Okay, it's enough for you to try for the French Foreign Legion. Not directly just go and show up and just like Superman that you're gonna be selected. From your end, you try to give the best. Okay, you try to get really trained well, and then you go to FFL. In your mentality, you must feel that you are really practiced, trained hard, and you must feel the positive energy in yourself. The minute you feel confusion, a lot of confusion, that means you are not selected. Okay, that is scientifically proved that if you are really nervous and you have a lot of insecurity in yourself, this means your instinct, your sixth sense is saying that something is missing. So why not just try and spend money on yourself, spend money on your training, okay? Go to the gym, get some books, and get trained really hard. Get trained well. In life, psychologically, it happens that you can be nervous, but you need someone who can motivate you. I can get in contact with you personally, okay? Personally, we can be in contact, and I can motivate you. I have a lot of ideas of motivation, and it's the highest record in Legion. Because of this channel, a lot of guys have got selected. You see, my views are like in 1,20,000 Ks. Until now, I think that more than 15,000 people have contacted me on my mail, in which I believe more than 1,000 are into the Legion right now. My mails are completely full of candidates who are going to try French Foreign Legion. So I get mails from the people who are working in there right now, and because I can't expose them, this is the reason I don't make videos on them, So I believe that something which is really important, I'll be giving you the advice. and there are some advices which are not for YouTube, and I cannot show these things on YouTube. Okay, so get in contact with me personally. I will guide you and I will train you. Alright, take care. Bye bye. Thank you. Ahwa. Do contact and subscribe this channel. Bye bye.